Joining us now is Bernstein Apple analyst Toni Sacconaghi. So Toni, do you feel that the move this week on Apple stock has been justified?
Good morning, Sarah.
Good
I
morning.
think it's probably a little overdone, but it's a broader reflection, I think, of more than just China. The stock had been up more than 50% this year, and it's multiple, and it was all multiple expansion in contrast to some of the other FANG names where there was real earnings growth. So you had a robust valuation. There's some concerns about how strong the iPhone 15 cycle will ultimately be. There's increased legislation in Europe with the Digital Markets Act taking hold next year. And then you also had, this issue around a potential ban in China. So I think collectively, it's more than just China that has caused this pullback. But to your opening comments, yeah, if we go to the most extreme impact and this ban extended to all state-owned enterprises in China, you might be looking at a 4 to 5% revenue hit to Apple. And that's if it happened immediately. And the stock sold off by more than that. So I do believe it's not simply China that is concerning investors at this point.
Although you might also make the argument that this could be just the beginning of bad news for China. That this sort of state ban could be a precedent to a larger restrictions potentially on consumers, or just the idea of Apple getting in the crosshairs of the U.S.-China geopolitical tensions, which have only gotten worse in many respects. That is enough to scare investors, isn't it?
For sure. I mean, there are a few existential risks to Apple, and this has always been one of them, and it surfaces every so often. Certainly at the beginning of the Trump administration, China-U.S. relations were very strained, and there was significant concern there. So clearly that's a factor. And, but I think, that would very broadly hit the markets because Apple has very high exposure to China, about 20% of its revenues, and a similar, slightly higher percent of its profits. But most companies do as well. So if we had strained relations much more broadly, that would be quite negative for a lot of U.S. headquartered companies.
Yeah, that's a nightmare scenario, Toni, that we've talked about, I guess, for years on some level, even in theory. I guess tactically, what do you think Apple's response would be? Accelerate the migration of their supply chain, try to make up some lost profits by raising ASPs in other parts of the world? Is that, in fact, what's happening?
Well, certainly trying to migrate outside of China is something that Apple has begun more in earnest over the last few years. But manufacturing and assembly is still 90% in China. And our research suggests that it's probably 3+ years to even get to from 10% outside of China to 25% outside of China. So unfortunately, that's a slow moving process. But, Apple would do everything it could in all likelihood to accelerate that. From a revenue perspective, look, Apple's always trying to maximize revenue in every part of the world. I'm not so sure there's anything magical, any magic knob that they could, turn to all of a sudden make up for, suddenly lost revenue. But I suspect if, this would be something that would occur over time. There was a ban on non-Chinese PCs put into place about a year ago, but the timetable for implementation was 2 years. And again, we don't know to what extent this will be. We certainly don't know what the time frame for implementation will be either.
Anything changed for you around the event next week, the big unveil on Tuesday?
No, not really. I mean, our belief is this will be more of an incremental rather than a revolutionary new iPhone. And, that we have, globally speaking, an uncertain consumer backdrop. So we're somewhat cautious on the iPhone 15 cycle, but there's nothing that's come out over the last few weeks from a news flow perspective that makes us more incrementally more bullish or cautious.
Yeah, been at market perform now for a few years, right, Toni? Thank you. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Sarah.